city. Attitude bad on the ditty. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no capping it. These no, ain't no capping it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing right away is Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On play action, Mills. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
To try again after the sack. Mills. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Well, first drive here, and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league has to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action now, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play fake. Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Off the play fake, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Winston now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Taken down by Pete Werner.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Play fake, Mills.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On second down, here's Barkley. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Mills to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 45 on second down, Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action. Mills.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running back.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Mills now.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second and goal, Mills.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and Jameis intercepted a third time.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Play action now. Mills.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 50 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is brought down. Two after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Winston.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
Up to the 20.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle during the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
4th down, Winston. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid,